All right, I'm back again. Sorry about that, guys. I lost connection for a minute and apparently it didn't follow through all the way. So welcome to part 2 of today. And I'm not going to worry about this because I'm going to cover this whole panel with a piece of scrapbook paper here in just a minute. And I'm going to turn this so it's easier. Hopefully everybody will find me here in a minute. I don't like that this is not in that little. So let's see if I can. I'm just trying to make sure this is. Okay. I made the mistake on the other side of trying to lift the cover to this flap. And what you need to do is to lay this flap down on the cover. So that's why I'm having some gluing issues on the other side. But hopefully this will work this way. All right. I have not picked out any paper. Yeah, I had a failure on that live because I lost connection. Hopefully it won't do it again. So now what I need to do is I need to measure this block, and we need to cut a piece of paper that'll cover, and leave me 1/8 of an inch around. So let's see if this will bend up. Oh, squeezing some glue out there. Remember, you only have to bend to a 90 degree. You don't have to bend it flat. You really don't want to bend it flat because that breaks the spine. So there's my book for the cards that we looked at the other day. So now let's, I'm not going to worry with adding the pages just yet. We're going to figure out how big a piece of paper I would like to cut for in here. All right, so that's supposed to be 8 1/2. So I'm going to do 8 1/4. 8 1/4. And then this way is by 9. 8 1/4 by 9 out of our Christmas paper. And we'll need mats for the inside. And then we need to decide how we're going to decorate the outside cover. What I'll do is I'm going to cut pages the same size as these mats, the 8 1/4 by 9, and I'll glue one to each of their glue or tape one to each of the hinges here. And I ended up making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. All right. So let me get some Christmas paper out. Whatever Christmas paper I come up with, that's what we're going to use. Let's see. Oh, that's Halloween. That'll never do. Halloween will not work. I know I have some other paper. Okay, this looks Halloween. This is Holly Jolly Christmas. I think this is the same paper I used a different year, but maybe we can use some different paper. Actually, this is some I got at the thrift store. But I like the ones that come with the pieces that you can make Christmas cards with. I really like this peppermint candy right here. I guess we should look through first. I'm going to set this stuff aside. I'm trying to remember not to sit on my chair because I've got that. So this is Holly Jolly Fa La 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 La. Kind of like that green. Christmas trees. Grounds. I'm hoping there's a repeat because I'm going to need multiples. That'll be something if I don't have a repeat. Oh, I must because there's another gingerbread and mittens. Okay, so I do have repeats. I'm telling you what, the one that's intriguing me for the covers, I really like this poinsettia for my cover on the outside. Oh, and I really like that one too. Oh, pick one, Becky. I like that. All right, let's see. Let's pull these out, and I need another one with the poinsettias on it. Watch, I won't have another one. Oh, I do. It's the green one that I need. Duh. Hi, Carol. All right. Using up some of this paper from my stash board, whatever you want to call it. So what did I say? All of these have to be cut the same size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line them up so that little border trim is in the same direction. And I'll set my little book over out of the way. I'm taking my chances with the cat because I've propped the door open so he can bring a lizard in at any time. All right, so I'm going to do the 8 1/4 inch, 8 1/4. Now, if you want to, you can ink all your edges and stuff. I'm probably not because I just want to get this done. So now we need to cut this one at the 9. And I'm glad I picked 2 papers that it won't matter which way they go. All right, and I'm just going to tape these on here onto the book. All right, I want the poinsettias on the outside, I think, out here. And I'll do it so that there's an 1/8 inch, you know, around the border. Now, something you can do if you want to have a closure on your Christmas book and you want to be able to tie a bow, I would glue my bow onto just the base and I would glue it straight across here around the back and out. I'm not putting a tie on mine because I haven't put a tie on any of the previous ones. I might put one piece down the middle. And luckily I ordered a bunch of tape just the other day. So this goes this way. Sometimes I don't think my cutter cuts straight anymore at all, but I'm going to go with it. I'm having trouble getting the tape to start. Must mean it's really sticky. If you guys see Peg Robinson today is her and Ron's anniversary, and she came on to let everybody know she's got changes coming to her life and channel and stuff. So keep an eye out. All right, I'm going to try to center this best I can. Okay. Let's see, I could take one of these pieces. Well, if it was the right size, I might have to cut a piece off here and put it to cover where my paper is, where the two pieces of black come together, which you can't hardly, y'all, you can see it there, but you can do that. All right, we need to put the other piece of the poinsettia on the back. And again, if you use some like black soot or whatever, you'd get a, you know, a more finished look. But my goal is to just get my albums done, this album done. And I don't just make an album and then put everybody's cards in, because the size of each card that I get, I pick the largest cards to denote how big the album's going to be. So that's why I wait and do it till after Christmas as a project in January, or like now, I wait till it's the Christmas season for the next year, and I show how I put these together each year, and you get to see all the pretty cards, and you get to see how I get these albums put together. So yeah, Heather's saying hi, everybody. Gail found me. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We have a new internet company in the area, and they're vying. Let's see, we have AT&T, we have Spectrum, and now we have Loomis cable available. We don't buy the cable TV package because we don't watch a lot of that. We watch most of our stuff on I shouldn't have pulled all that tape off. All right, we're going to go for it here and hope Becky can do this. Eyeballing. I didn't do very good. We'll call that the back of the book. Then we'll open it up and we'll put these two here. I don't know why I'm shaking. I've eaten today, so I don't know what that's about. And there. So that'll be the inside of the book. And then I've got to cut, what did I say, 7 pages? 7 pages to put in here. And they'll be the same size as these mats. And I'll just stick it on there so there'll be pages. But that's going to be black paper, because I like the cards to pop on the pages. That's why I'm using black. Now I have, on one of my books, I used craft paper instead of black. And I like how it looks as well. So you choose. And I didn't use really thick paper for this covering part. It's just a regular, probably 80 pounds or 65-pound paper for the black to bend around the cardboard and stuff. But for the pages, I'm going to use the heavier card stock for the pages, just so they hold up a little bit better. All right, so we'll put this on here. Uh-oh, I think that's the end of that roll. Let me get another one. I just ordered a big old stack, 1/4 inch. All right, let me go ahead and put this on here. I'm hearing a cat fight. At least they're not fighting over Juanita anymore. Since I got her spayed, I've had a lot less cat fights in my yard. She looks so good, you guys. She's not a cuddle kitty. That's why she'll always be an outdoor kitty for me, but she won't be having any more kittens. All right. Oh, she looks really good. And I praised her for looking like a panther. And she just looks so pleased with herself. And she's got a very, she chatters. She chatters at me. Um, she loves to be doted on. She just doesn't like to be held at all. If you pick her up, she wiggles and has a fit over it. I better turn my heat off since I have that door open. No point having it run. What is it from that movie? Don't be letting my bought air out. Sorry about the shadows, guys. I've tried, but the sun is pretty bright here today, and I'm enjoying having the windows uncovered a bit. Is that the right way? I think it is. All right. So I'm recycling cardboard pieces. Always keep in mind the way the cardboard is formatted when you're doing a cover with it, because if you do it the wrong way, your covers will fold. See how stiff this is? And it makes a difference. All right, I need to cut a piece. Should I put a different, like the green? Should I put the green back here or more of the poinsettias, do you think? What do you guys think? Should I do the poinsettias on the back? Or should I do something different altogether? Do something red. Red or green. There's Nettie. Nettie was my first Christmas card. Yay, I got my first Christmas card. I mailed mine out day before yesterday, so somebody might get theirs from me today. Hello, Nettie. We've missed you. I'm so glad. Oh, and I want to say, if you guys aren't friends with Nettie on Facebook, she's posted a picture of her advent calendar that she did herself, and it's so stinking cute. I love it. Now, is that for you or is that for the kids? Or both? Should I do a solid red on the back or a green? Should it be a solid color, or do you think we could do another print? I have red, but you know, reds sometimes are hard to match. If I use something from the paper pad, I stand a better chance of finding something that matches. So there's the inside of the cover. And then I need to cut 7 pages, but I want to finish this here. Let me see. Let's see what else we have in the paper pad. I'm going to set that aside and see if we've got something. Is there something already cut? I have deer. I have, that's just too much of the same kind of thing, I think. Oh, look, I have this gingham. What about something like that on the spine? What do you think? I'll have to get a different piece, but what do you guys think of that? That would work. And we have a big piece here. I think that would be cool. I'm going to do that. And then we'll pick something out of here as our cover message. And I'll decorate the cover a little bit. So I need to cut this at, if I remember right, my spine was, what did I say? 2 1/4. So if I cut a 2-inch strip, I should be okay. 2 inches by 9 inches. Hi, Angel Rose. All right, so we're going to do 9 inches by the 2 inches. If I mess that up, let's see. Oh, it should have been a little bit wider. Let me see. Do I have another piece of that? I do. So the 9 inches is okay, right? Yeah, but I want it just a little bit wider than that. And I don't throw these out. These can be used to make cards. So I'm gonna cut this at 2 1/4 and see how that looks. Oh dear, there goes the blade. All right, let's put this here. Oh yeah, that's better. You can tell I messed the back up, but that's the back. We can't see it. Yeah, it's Vanessa. Yes. I ran into Jan, is it Blakely, in another lady's channel for some reason. I was just watching her. Can I remember her channel name? No, but she was felting a gnome on a styrofoam, this styrofoam form, which I thought, if you got egg-shaped styrofoam, you could put felt around that and create a gnome-shaped ornament. I don't think I have any egg-shaped ones. Dar's here. Hi, Dar. If I can, I'll try to get a picture of Juanita. Oh, yes, it would. And you know what? I'm emptying cones from the crochet cotton. There's a couple rolling around. The cats have been playing with them. But I think I might make a couple gnomes. Maybe I could make them to look more Santa Claus-ish. And they could be part of my Santa Claus display, which I'm thinking about setting my Christmas card, my Santas up. All right, come on, stand up so I can put this on here. No, stop it. Let go. Let go. Oh, you would rip it right on the corner. Demon paper. That's okay. The cats will probably chew it anyway. That really upsets me though. Doggone it. Oh well, you can't hardly see it, but it pulled the paper layers apart. Bummer. Fallout spells, ink it, right? All right, so now we need to cut 8 1/4 by 9 pages to glue onto here. And we might as well there's one. I figured while I had this open and the tape is right here, I'd put this tape on the hinges. I'm hoping I've never used spray adhesive, but that's what I use to glue that cardboard to the outer black paper. I went and took the pieces out on the porch and sprayed it and then brought them back in here and plopped them down. And I'm going to need to make a 2023 label because these are my 2023 cards that are going to go in here. because I don't have all the cards for 2024 yet. All right. Last year, if I remember right, I had mailed out some postcards I'd made before, and I have one of those to add to my thing. Yep. I don't want it, and I don't want to spray it in here anyway because that stuff goes everywhere. But it seemed to work really well, and I was a little concerned because I've had that box of spray adhesive for years. All right, let's look back at our cover. So, sending you love and peace. Like a little snowman. Making spirits bright. Well, let's cut these apart. If they're cut apart, they're ready to use, right? Probably should have ordered a new cutting blade with all the cutting I've been doing lately. That doesn't really go with those poinsettias very well. Uh-oh. One of my high school classmates, her son was in a very, very bad wreck. He's got damage to his neck, his spine, his legs, and he's in a hospital in Florida. And he's struggling each day to do the physical therapy to get back on his feet. And she asked for a card shower. And so I've got put together a card for him. And I hope it'll be enough to lift his spirits, even for a little bit. All right. I like the making spirits bright and the ho, ho, ho. That lime green's just like the happy holiday snowman too. All right, so I'm going to put those there. And let's see. There's something else in here. There's some other messages. Santa's on his way. No peeking. Merry everything. I am not keeping the cover. It just tells me I got it on clearance. All right. I might have to get a big Ziploc bag out to hold all these pieces in one place. Let's see here. I'm thinking as I'm going here. I'm just looking for something that speaks to me, that kind of pulls all the colors together. And those dots might do it. This is what I do. I just keep auditioning things until something speaks to me. I really don't have anything in mind. There's another of those. I think we've gone all the way through. If I keep going at it, I'll have them all pulled out. Just lift this up, stick these in here. All right. I'm just going to all right, I want to do something here. I'm making it up as I go along now. Okay. Let's trim this. Sorry, I'm not sharing the process here. I'm in the zone. Hi, Mary Lou. You're having coffee and crocheting now. Well, I made room in the freezer yesterday for that big old honkin' fruitcake for Christmas. So it's in the freezer mellowing out. And we'll pull it out. And Scott says, make sure we save a piece of your fruitcake for my boss, because he doesn't believe fruitcake could ever be good. And then I got to thinking about, should you be taking something laden with alcohol to work? Oh, goodness. So I'll have to pull that fruitcake out ahead of Christmas just so I can cut it up. All right, I'm going to put a candy wrapper here. I don't like bought fruitcake, but I sure do love mine. I have to be careful, though, because it's way past any diabetic diet. You got candied fruit, you got alcohol, you got a bunch of sugar. Yeah. But it is so good on Christmas Day or Christmas, Christmas Eve, depending on when you open gifts. Fruitcake and eggnog is a must, at least with my in-laws. My mother-in-law's eggnog recipe is delicious. Trying to center it. I could get out a T-square and, be perfect, but I just eyeball. And I find if I stand up, everything's a whole lot straighter than if I try to do something sitting down. I can't. If I'm sitting down, it's always crooked. But if I'm standing over it, looking down, yeah, it's all good. I'm going to put a little piece of tape here. And a little piece of tape on this part here. I'm just going to stick this on this piece. And when you do inking, you can hide all your irregularities and oopsies and stuff if you want to. I like that off center a bit. So this one, I'll put down here. So I am going to cook our dinner tomorrow, and we're going to have just a lazy day. And if we want to sleep late, we will, which, the cats aren't going to let us do that. But the idea is there. We're going to have a late breakfast, and then I'll start cooking things, and we'll eat when the food is ready. We're not going to have like a set time that we have to be anywhere. We might even eat in the evening instead of right in the middle of the day, so we don't have to interrupt whatever we're doing, to stop and go or do anything. And my mother-in-law called yesterday and said her refrigerator had failed, and there was water in the bottom of the refrigerator. And was Scott home? And I'm like, no, he's at work. Maybe you could reach David and see if he could come over. But she said, I can't reach David. He's out to lunch or something. Yes, I just wanted a lazy day this year, and I wanted to fix food from my childhood that nobody else wants to even try. I still can't believe I couldn't get fresh oysters. First time ever that I'm going to have to use something that's canned for the oysters. And I've never used canned oysters. Not a fresh oyster to be found. None. Oh, that's a good idea, Kathy. My mother-in-law lives in the same neighborhood. I think I've told you all that before. We just didn't want to this year. We didn't want to be in a big celebration. There's just sometimes when you just don't want to do that. I just wish that everybody around wouldn't automatically think we were mad at somebody. It's like, no, we're sick of going all the time. We want to just have a. You think your ex-mother-in-law used to do that? That used the canned? Okay. Well, I've never used the canned oysters, so I don't know. And this was 23 cards. Oh, turn that off or you'll run your battery down. All right, and I am going to cut this a little smaller. I don't need it that big. I like to put the date on. Down here. I have done it on the side before. Maybe I'll just do it right on the white so it's not so shocking. There we go. That'll work. Now we need to cut our pages real quick. How am I doing on time? Oh, it's only... All right. So the pages need to be 8 1/4 by 9. And I want to grab that heavier cardstock. I have some. If I don't, I'll use what I have. Well, we need 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am glad that I thought, about that is not that one's not black. I'm glad I did think about canned because I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't been able to get the oysters, because the whole reason for doing the meal is because I wanted oyster stuffing. I made it one time and took it to my in-laws, and everybody was like, ugh, but then they'll eat oyster stew, which I say ew to that. But everybody's got their own thing. All right, so 8 1/4. And I am cutting multiple pages at a time. 8 1/4 by 9. Whoops. Been watching a lot of the ill-tempered people getting arrested videos while I crochet. I know that's crazy, isn't it? But I do have a criminal justice degree, so I find it interesting. Well, hi, Diane. How are you? And you had the oyster stew for New Year's, yes. When we were first married, they, my mother-in-law did that kind of thing for Christmas Eve, because with them, we opened gifts on Christmas Eve. But when my father-in-law passed away, everything got a little weird and everything. And she really needs to not try to cook anymore. But she got immediately upset that we weren't coming. So I'm really feeling like it's something I will never be able to win at, or not. I might never be able to do what I would like to do without feeling guilty about it. I had, except for when it came to the whole weaponry, I don't like guns. So it's a little difficult to be a police officer and say, no, I'm not carrying a gun. So yeah, I had thought about it, but then I was like, no. And there was one course, it was on interviewing probationary, and it was, oh, I can't remember the name of the class, but one student had to act like a prisoner and the other one had to act like a counselor. And the guy that I was paired up with really scared the hell out of me. And I'm like, I wouldn't last a 5 seconds in a in a prison system. So between not wanting to carry a gun and not being emotional, I felt like I wasn't emotionally stable enough on my own to handle out of control stuff. You're enjoying the quiet this morning. That was why we wanted to do our Thanksgiving at home. This year has just been, we're in the midst of turmoil with the house. You guys know, if you've been around, you know the whole reason I don't want to decorate this year. I don't want to add anything additional to things I have to move. It's been rough. Oh, let's see. I always have trouble with this part because I want the pages to be all the same. Hopefully that's it. No, I got it down too far. Come on. This tape is something else that I get from Amazon. It does grab. Works like it's supposed to. Oh, by golly. Oh. I hope Anne is having a great time with her son and daughter-in-law. I'm sure she is. All right, I got that one. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, your littles are probably not so little anymore, right, Diane? I remember you in the garage with the littles, and you would be doing projects and you could hear their sweet little voices in the background. I did catch Barb Owen on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday. And she's got me wanting to do mandalas again. Oh, I don't think that's right either. But it might be close enough that we might be okay. It looks like it's okay. I do love this hinge method that Kathy Order came up with. So let's see. After me at 2:30 is Deb and Rex gel plating, and Shannon Art Junkie. She's usually on at 3:00. I do know she's with her daughter, taking care of her daughter now, so I don't know if she'll be live today because she's over at her daughter's house. Her daughter had some abdominal surgery that sounded pretty aggressive, so she's over there helping her. So these are coming together. Yeah, me too. I love Shannon. She's a sweetheart. She and I have known each other since nearly my beginning, and I've been on YouTube for like 11 years. So I've been on a long time, and my channel has grown extremely slowly. I think it's because I don't stick with any one thing. I mean, you come on here, you don't know if I'm going to be doing something like this or if I'm going to be cooking like I was last week, showing you guys how to mix up the fruit cake. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed. I love to cook. I just wish I had somebody to come behind me and do all the cleanup. I don't like dirty dishes much. Oh no. I must have miscounted. I seem to be a page short. Let me go grab another one. You got to keep it up away from where the hinge bends slightly. Let go. You can make a book up like this if you want to like do mandalas and you want to, like Barb does, is she'll make copies and then she'll cut it out. And then if you glue it down on here, then you, with a white pen, you can add to your mandala around the edge, which I think is really cool. I've done that. I have my mandala book that I made. Barb was doing one in an album, and I think it was a Delusions book that was square. I think that's what it was. And I didn't have one, but I had this cardboard, so I made my own square journal for my mandalas. Let me get another piece of black paper. I'll run to the back and grab that because it's where I can get to it easy. I know you guys have seen it before, but there might be somebody new here that hasn't seen that. And I do have the really big one that I've done on the wall behind me. And I was thinking, Barb was showing how she takes a picture of it and then sends it to like Walgreens and then just has like 4x4 prints done. And she makes cards out of that. I could do that, excuse me, with that great big one that I have on the wall. I think that's a 20-inch square. That took forever. I don't think I'll do any more on canvas that big. All right, last page. And then we'll take a mandala break, and I'll show you the mandalas one more time. And then we'll pull out the Christmas cards if you guys don't mind hanging out with me for a while. I haven't heard, I haven't heard back from Anne, but let me check. I'm sure she's busy with her family. No, it was a delivered message, but she must be busy. So I don't think Anne's coming on today. I think she said that she would not be on until she gets back home again. But I know she's was so happy to get to go, I think. So I am thrilled for her. That's on there about as straight as it cannot be. So there's our book. And if you give me a second, we'll take a mandala break. And then we'll start putting the cards in. Oh, I remember now. I had forgotten I didn't make a book just like this one for the mandalas because I had a bunch of square binder pages. This is a little dusty. It's been in the back. These pages like this. So I made the covers to fit with these, and then I just used book rings. So these are some of the mandalas. This is one I did cut out, but it's almost too big for the book, but I think it's pretty cool. These were exercises Barb had us do where you do mandalas with just things on your desk. I thought that's a good practice. And you could do a mandala just with, like, if you punch out a bunch of different things, you can do a mandala with just those punches by doing them in a circle. These were some like she was doing the other day, and I told her in the chat, I said, mine always look like geodes. And see, I think they do. They look like a geode to me. And then most of these were done when Barb was offering up a course for free on YouTube a number of years ago. I think it's now a paid class on her site, but you ought to listen out for if she ever does something like that again, because it's well worth it. And I learned so much from her. I do love the black and white ones where you put in a pop of color. Red and aqua are my good go-to pairing with black and white. I think those are awesome. And then I started doing these little ones here. That's a little better. And this is one, when I cut it out, it ended up looking like a flower. So I just turned it into a flower. These were more from the class with Barb. And here you can see you can add to your mandala once if you cut it out and stick it on black. And then here I used gold. I think I ended up doing this one twice because the first time I did it, I got the count wrong. So it's still a mandala. It's still gorgeous. But this was more what Barb was aiming for when she did the class. I went back and I watched it again. And I can't remember all the techniques we did, but I love looking back through this book. And these are all ones that I've done myself. Again, another geode. And I really love doing the tiny ones. But it's like Barb was saying Monday night, that if you do them larger, like this, take a picture of it and then shrink it down, you get a whole lot more detail. They look so much more intricate, although I think mine look pretty intricate, straight done small. The reason I love to do the little like 3x3 or 4x4s is you can take them anywhere with you in a little baggie with your, what Barb calls your frosting. So like your white gel pen or your gold gel pen, you can take that with you and you can work on that anywhere. Oh, this was, I think, a simple coloring page that I decided to do mandala type things within. And I love how he turned out. And then these are some more that I did. And I think this ended up looking like it's got ladybugs in a circle. And this is one that I did print off several copies just so I could cover a page. And I love how that turned out. These are on board canvas. So I did that one. And then there's this big one. And I have mailed the board canvases like this in the mail. You do have to pay for them like they're a package. So you just take your measurements and you tell them how thick it is. And because it's a board and it's stiff, they do charge you to mail them like that. But I have mailed boards. And see, I have room for a few more. So I need to do a couple more mandalas. And I thank Barb for getting me into that, because it really is something you can do to calm your mind. If you put on soft music or something like that, you can do a mandala and just let everything go. And it's just so calming. I think I really need to do some mandalas. I don't know if that's something you guys would want to sit and watch me do. It's kind of hard to do them when you're trying to end up in a state of peacefulness, though, when you're continually talking. I just find they're very therapeutic. Sorry, I'm trying to put some things away. All right. So let's see what we can do with the cards from last year. We're going to put these things in the book. And we went through, and I've got things labeled and such. All right. So like this, you could make into a pocket somewhere. See, I could almost put this in the front cover. This was off the back of someone's envelopes. Remember, I said I was going to cut things off. This is the front. I want to make sure I'm putting things on the right way. And I'm going to just put adhesive on the bottom section here. Like on here. Now, in the first video where I was talking about these card albums, I did do a flip through of the previous, 3 albums I've done. I started making these in 2020. So I have 2020, 2021, 2022. Now I have 2023. So yeah, this will be the 4th one. Oh, Gail's got to go. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving. You like the geode ones the most? Those are so much fun to make because you just put a puddle of water down and then you just drop watercolor into it and just drop a different color and just let it do its own thing in the puddle of water. Let it dry good, and then you can just start making it up as you go along. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, and this is now a pocket. This could be a pocket too. And it could actually go on a page like that. And you'd end up with a tuck spot on both sides. But I don't think that's what my plan was. I think I'm going to just put it down. I think I'll use some quick dry. Maybe if I can get it started. So we are going to go to Harbor Freight on Black Friday because Scott's chosen what he wants. And I think part of my Christmas, I would like to drive up and go to All About Fabrics again. They're only open the one weekend a month. All right. And I'm just going to glue these corners down in a couple places. These are corners off envelopes. And we'll let them set up. Let's go back a couple pages. And we'll put another one. I've got another one here. Glue it down. All right. These pages aren't on here very straight, but it'll be all right. It's my album. I'm the only one that has to deal with the crookedness. Kept the stamps and stickers and stuff. We'll put them on last. And I've got another corner here. We'll skip a couple pages. Let that set. We'll put this one back here. It says Happy Holidays upside down. The post office stamped it upside down. It's all right. Stick this in here. All right. All right. And this was my postcard. So it could actually go in this pocket. like so. That was the postcard I mailed out. This is something someone sent me that I could just tape to the page right there. Oh, train going through. Oh, a second cat has gone to the porch. Only one left inside, except for Greg's two. They don't go out on the porch. Hi, Joyce. I'm going to pull this out real quick. Uh-oh. This is a piece of cardstock somebody put through a embossing folder. And the tape is wanting to pull it into pieces. So we'll just put this on here. Then I can stick my card in there that I painted. Then we've got, I think this is a little envelope once you fold it. So we'll save that. This came from probably Beth. And I got a playing card with the Santa on it. More things to decorate. I need to get down to, that was a note from Mina. This was something I did also. I did that with Beth. She was doing something. So that could technically go in there. These were projects that I did. Late 1960s Cardi shawl. And then this is an 1880s Venetian cap that I crocheted last year. And I'll stick that in somewhere. These are things to stick in pockets. That'll need to get stuck in a pocket. And this will get stuck in a pocket. All right, this is going to be a pocket. So I'm going to take that out. We'll go back and stick these in. So this will be a pocket on a page. So I'm going to glue just on 3 sides or tape, whichever you want to do, glue or tape. We'll get all the pockets set in here. Uh-oh, there's a mosquito came in, for crying out loud. Comes from the cement pond. Oh, Joyce is here. Gail had to leave. Yeah, I like to do the mandalas. All right, so this is a pocket. Let's see, this is supposed to be a pocket as well, but I got to keep in mind, I might put this one here so I have the pocket on the outside over here. Or do I want it to be this way? Yeah, we'll do that. I'm thinking as I go here. There we go. So I can get that card that goes in that pocket. Stick that in there. And then this will be a pocket. And we are going to stick it down at the back. This could technically be a belly band too because it's a side opening card. So you could glue it just on the top and the bottom. But I'm going to make it a pocket that it slides in from the side. All right. And this was from Mina. And I had that Christmas ornament that was from Mina as well. You know what? I don't think I have any of those laundry things. So this will go in here. And it's open on this side over here. And this one was from Shannon and Sarah Bear. That can go in there. Oh, that's perfect. All right. And then this was from Mina too. It's a shame I can't make him sit in there. I'll come back to that. All right. This one I labeled a 3-sided pocket. So I want it to, yeah. So we're going to go, this one's going to go this way. Sorry if I get distracted. I'll come back to chat in a minute. Oh, there's glitter going everywhere. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to Joyce. Hi, Kitty Jen. Oh, Pam had to go. I know everybody's probably busy getting ready for tomorrow. That's fine too. I said, well, I need to get this done so that I quit looking over there at it. And yeah, I'm going to do this here. I've got quite the pile of debris. So put this in here. And then I can, this is a card from my sister Rhonda and her husband. And this is from Peter and Danny Coleman. And they're both snowmen, so I figured they could live together on that page. All right, this is going to be a pocket. This is from my Edward Jones agent. And this is from Peg and Ron. So this has got a little pocket on it. So technically this is from Sharon Lombard. It could go in there like so. And I had another one of those pockets back here. And I could put these tags in there, maybe. I guess that's supposed to be like that. Oh, look, I can tuck Lena, Miss Lennox. I can put hers inside the one from, who made this? I really think this is supposed to come out. It is. This is from, it got glued to the pocket. I wonder if I can get it out without it. Careful, Becky. Okay, this is from Rose. Y'all remember Rose. She's still about, but because of her eyes, we don't see her as often. But we know who she is. Oh, and this is from Rose. Yeah, this is all from Rose here. And I just love how things like this hang out of the book when you're done. Well, we might have to put a paper clip or something to hold this in place, which we'll deal with that. All right. This needs to be a pocket, and it's going to have the Christmas tree card in it. So we'll do this one on 3 sides here. Making sure I'm leaving it open in the right spot. Hi, Teresa. You're just not chatty today. That's fine. It's a gorgeous day outside. After I finish this, I'm going to go get the dog in and let her eat. See if the mail has gone. I cheated last night. We had a bag salad in the refrigerator and a frozen pizza in the oven. So that's what we had last night before we went to the grocery store. That was crazy. 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 It'd be worse today, but it was really crazy yesterday. Scott's like, I want to go tonight. Don't want to wait. All right. This says a two-sided pocket. So I'll probably just do it so that that can set in there. So we'll just do it here and here. So everybody that I have a card in this book for, your Christmas cards have already gone out. And they will probably arrive today. And these that I have as pockets can hold more than one thing if I need them to. So there's that. And then that goes in there like so. Deborah Adams and Esther. That one could almost be a three-sided pocket, but we'll leave it in case we need the extra space. And I should have put these all on one page, all the Santa cards. That's a little pocket, so we'll stick this guy over here. And Beth and Joe. Yep, I've got yours here, Heather. I did not mail yours because I knew Canadian Post. Yours and Shannon's are still here, and I will send them out as soon as I get word that you guys got people on the ground delivering stuff for you. What a horrible time to have a strike going on right at the holidays. All right. Oh, come on. Okay, I got one side off. Anywhere there's a card that just does not want to stay in a pocket, you can hold it in. Uh-oh, this needs to go in the middle because I put that together wrong. It's okay. It'll be all right. Then this can go in here. Okay. Three-sided pocket. All right, I know Mary's here has to lay flat down. So I'm thinking I'll put Mary's card in the back like that. Beth's here. Hey, Beth. Get Mary's card put down. And we just got a tiny little turkey breast because there was no point in us getting a huge turkey for the three of us. And we don't have a lot of room to store leftovers. And yeah. Put Mary's card back here. And then I got a napkin from Mary. I can just tuck it back in there for right now. And see what we've got here. This just was had a McDonald's gift card from Scott's boss in it. But what I can do is I'll turn it into a pocket. These are last year's cards, because I hang everybody's cards for the current year on my little bunting that I made, which I need to pull it out. And I'm going to just stick that in. And it can still be opened if I wanted to. And it can go in. And then this card can go in the back of it. And this card will go in the front in that little square pocket. And ta-da, ta-da. All right, we're getting there. All right. That one. Okay, here's one with, there's Beth's card with Santa. All right. I'm going to wait on this page a minute. And this one is from Janet Baum. And I was going to make it a 3-sided card. So we'll put it here. Just do. Yeah, I'm doing my card book for last year's cards. And then either in January or next November, I'll do the book for this year's cards. Because I have to wait until I get everybody's cards to know how big of a book to make. Because I use the width of the widest card that goes this way and the height of the card that goes the other way. I love the stuffing too. My mother-in-law only makes cornbread dressing. So having oyster stuffing this year is going to be a treat for me. I get to make everything that I want to make and have, and mashed potatoes and gravy. And see, on this one from Janet, I saved some different things, and she stuck some things in. This one is from Leah, and she's going to sit in the back there. All right, then what do we got here? All right, this is from Eternity, and I was thinking of making this the envelope part, and then I just stick that card in there. Or maybe this needs to go this way. And I can trim this a little bit. I don't want to trim a lot because I like that gold. But I need it to fit on the page. All right. Okay. So if the envelopes get decorated, I use the envelopes for pockets, or I harvest some of the decorations off. And then once all the cards are in here, I go back to the things I set aside for so-called decorations. And I will go through, and where there's empty space, I'll just stick one of those in. And everything that was in that envelope or in that bag will be down on the pages. And I can reminisce over them next year. And I'll have a list of everybody with that sent me cards this year. I'll have that list to work from to know who to mail to. And I do make extra cards for those that decided to mail cards to me this year. And I can't see the edge of one page. There we go. That'll help. Because I'm using black paper. Alrighty. That one a little past. but it'll be all right. And then I can put Eternity's card in there, like so. All right, and then this is a pocket here. And this will be a pocket on that page. And then this one says pocket and perfect. 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 I just used the canned cranberry sauce, which I need to check the date on that cranberry sauce that's up in the cabinet because it's been there a minute. I don't really like the idea of having to go back out to the stores at all today of all days. But the gas stations were crazy yesterday here. I guess everybody was gassing up to head out today to Grandma's house. It was bad. Scott said he drove by the gas station where we normally go, and he's like, I am not getting into that crazy. And so he came home, and I told him, I said, still need to go to the store. And he said, well, I need gas, so we'll eat, and then we'll go, and hopefully everything will have calmed down. Well, it had calmed down at the gas station. We decided to go to a different gas station. He said, we'll pay a little bit more, but it's worth it not to have to be in the crazy. All right. And this one's going to be a pocket. So I'll glue it or put tape on 3 sides. Oh, wow. I don't know how many I mailed off. I think it was like, I can check. I think it was about 30. I didn't fix a card for Scott's boss or the Edward Jones lady. I just like to keep their cards to know, what those were. I hand delivered the card to my mother-in-law. She said, oh, that's a good idea. She likes any way to save money. So she was okay with me hand delivering. All right. We're getting there. I just want to get this done. So if you guys don't mind hanging with me. I'm pretty sure Ann said she was not planning to be on today. I'm sure she's having fun getting to hang out with her son and daughter-in-law. Hopefully they'll do some fun things together while she's up there too. And then that goes in there. And then this one says pocket. This is Kathy's. This is the reason this album is this tall. And then Ann's will go inside Kathy's. And Ann's is cool because her front opens and it creates dimension. See? Isn't that cool? So maybe, I really do want it to be this way. But will this fit in there far enough? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I got all of them in. Callie's very drunk in the sunshine. All right. So that's how you get all the cards that you get each year put into a book. And then you can look at it and you know who sent cards when. And the only problem I'm having with any of this is Rose's tag is wanting to jump out. So I'll have to make a paper clip and clip it in. There we go. My little card this year is very little. There we go. And now I can see that there's a card there. So I know Ann's card is hiding. So now we have this, but I've got, I got to find Mina's card. Let's see. Mina's card. I can't remember what it looked like now. That's Deborah. Oh, look, I've got room here for something. I got this note from, I think this was from Mina. It was. Maybe we'll put this kitty cat hanging on this pocket. If I put it like so. Oh, look, he fits. You can't see him, but he fits there. But I could slide that, and then you could see the kitty, and then this would need to be hung on a brad or something. I could go grab some brads. I'm going to put some tape on this. And the only reason I know this message is from Mina is she signed the back of the ornament. Woohoo! I think that will hold that in there if I glue. Almost need it here. Thank you, Beth. So now we just got to make all this stuff fit in all the little doodads and extras. I gotta get them to fit in here. Do I have a hole punch out here? That'll be something to know too. That's the reason I'm not doing any art right now very much as far as us doing prompt games and stuff, is all of my supplies have been pushed into that back bedroom because so much of this floor in this room is going to be ripped up when they come to redo the base, the, subfloor. I need that to be all the way in that pocket. Well, that's as far as that's going to go. And then I'm going to put the little cat in there. I think it's hilarious. He has a belly button. That little cat will go there. And then I'll put this on a brad on the corner. Let me go grab some brads. I'll be right back. Hi, Howie. You're so pretty. I don't know how that toy got up on the shelf. And what's really great about this is I have some brads that are snowflakes. So I'll hook some of this in here with the brads with the snowflakes. And I think I have some punches. I guess I should start thinking about what am I going to cook for dinner tonight. Oh, that's that great big honker. I need the tiny one. I don't want great big holes because these are tiny brads. Hi, Howie. Getting my workout today. Going back there to get stuff. All right. This is a Santa for my collection. And I know she meant for me to put it on my tree. But I can put it in my album and then I'll have it forever. Oh, they're not gold. They're silver. But that'll be fine too. I can put that in there. Then if you wanted to hide the brad on the other side, you just tape something or glue something over top of it and nobody would know there was a brad there. So there's that. And then I think Beth sent me this one. And I think this is Beth's page here. So what I need to do is I need to put a brad on this page. Oh, that's that great big hole maker. We don't want that. So about 2 inches in over here, maybe more because that's a wider little silver snowflake. I know Beth makes me an ornament like that. Because I've got one in the other albums from Beth. All right, and that's kind of tucked back in there. At least I think that's one you've made me, Beth. It's not signed on the back. And then there we go. That page is getting full. And then I've got Santa with the Coca-Cola card. It can just live in a pocket like that. And then we got some stickers. Oh, this is Janet's little bird. Let me find Janet's card. Oh dear. Let's see. We're going to need to find a way to keep Santa in the pocket. He's being naughty. Janet. I think Janet was at the beginning of the book. And you guys, Rose and Lena, you're going to have to stay in the pocket. I need some clips. I got to find Janet Nash. Joyce. Heather. Well, Deborah Adams. Esther. This was Peg. Was this Janet? No. Where's Janet? I know she made me a card. You guys, I know Janet Nash was in here. So strange that I can't find it now. That one was from Arlene. Oh, you guys, that is so strange. Well, did I open this one? Judy. All right, well, this little bird, I'm going to stick back here with Mary's Christmas card. Oh, you know what it was? I know. Janet made me this. That's where I saw Janet. Hang on. Where's that other little pocket window? Oh, it's full. It's full. I need somewhere to stick Janet's ATC. That one's pretty full. Oh. I'm going to have to find a way to get that in there. Paper clip, I guess. Well, Santa is driving me. I'm going to put Janet's little card in there, and then I'll put her little birdie up here that she stamped out for me. I have some misbehaving ones that are going to have paper clips added to keep them in the book. Now, I've got stickers. I can stick a deer here. And we can put some Christmas trees on the Christmas tree pages, except they're pretty, that one's pretty full. Could stick Christmas tree. There. Oh, that Santa is going to get his very own Brad. Let's stick that there. And we've got some snowy stuff over here. Then that can go in the trash. And then I got a snowman. Snowman can go on this this page. And I don't know where I flung that piece of plastic, but it'll turn up. I've got some other things that need to be put in pockets. Oh, it's right there. Oh, let's put this in with Eternity's card. There. And then I've got the things I have made last year. I made that with Beth when we did that little skater girl. And I made those pieces there. I paid for that hat pattern. I might try that hat pattern with a different yarn. Since I bought it, I might as well make it twice. Now this is a little envelope. If Becky can figure out how to fold it without it messing up. But something small could live in. Oh, let's see. I think this. It's not meeting up. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. At least I think it's a little envelope. It just wasn't meeting up very good. So I'm trying to fold it so it'll. Well, that makes a little envelope there. Talking about you misbehaving? Are you misbehaving? I'm just going to glue this shut so it won't open. And then we'll just glue it down or stick it down with some sticky stuff. Did I use all the sticky stuff? No, there it is. We could almost turn this into a little pocket. Put this on the bottom. Oh, the birds are singing. They're happy. They're probably wishing I would clean the bird feeders and fill them up. I should probably do that. I've not been filling them up lately because of the naughty kitties killing so many birds. All right, so we're going to put this on here as a separate little pocket. And then let's see what we have in the doodads. I still have some stickers here that somebody sent. These were the cards, the 2023 card list. So those will go in there to tell me who I mailed cards to that year. The green ones mean I received a card from you. Just a way for me to keep track. All right, so I do have stickers there. Oh, I forgot. This is my niece and my nephew and his wife, and that's their little dog. So that needs to go in a pocket. The dog's name is Theo. We can put Stephanie and Drake in here. No, they don't really go there. Stephanie and Drake will go over here. They match those colors. All right, and then we've got all of these stamps that came off the envelopes. that I cut off and stuff. So that little bag can go back in the drawer, and I'll reuse it this year. So now we're just going to go page by page and glue things down. I like how this says, the stockings were hung by the chimney with care. Might stick that on right there. Just using my Scotch Quick Dry here. I'm just going to glue it down like so. All right. That page is pretty full. Now on this page, let's see here. This is blue. We could stick a purple heart on there. What else do we have that's kind of in the blue colors, blues and purples? Anything? Got a bunch of snowmen and flags and a little stocking. Maybe stick this postage stamp on there. Oh, I like this one better. Yeah, we'll stick that on there. So don't ignore the stamps, because at Christmas time, there's so many pretty stamps. Of course, I didn't get any Christmas stamps this year because I had so many of the flag stamps. So sorry, you're getting flag stamps. Trying to use what I have. All right, that's a Canadian sticker. And then there's a little bluebird here. Everybody's flying off to see Grandma. There goes another flight taking off. And we got the purple heart. Kind of goes with the purple of the other things on the page. What else do I have? Oh, that's pretty. It's got some purples on it. Sorry, I'm not watching chat. I'm trying to finish this up. That's Royal Mail. Aren't the stamps fun? And they fill in all the places where you need a little bit of help holding things together. All right, Rose, your ornament's trying to give me a hard time. I'll go in the back in a minute and get a paper clip to hold these in place. If I can get this tag to stay right there, it'll hold everything else in. Let me go grab a paper clip. I think I have some that are cats. It's a real trick trying to find things back there. I don't think I have anything else that'll take a brad, so I'm going to close that up. I don't think we want flowers. This is blue. Maybe we'll just use a big blue paper clip on here. And that'll keep that from falling out. I got apples. Oh, I got a purple kitty cat that we can put on Lena's. Just keep it in the pocket. There we go. Little kitty. Put him down by the tree. If I can get it to move down. There we go. All right. Do we have a Santa here? I don't. I don't know if this is a sticker that's not been used or not. Hi, Joyce. Joyce is back. Oh, it is a sticker, so I don't have to put glue on it. So that kind of matches the colors that are on here. And well, I like that there. I didn't even think to order Christmas stamps. I just wanted to get my cards in the mail. I kind of like to try to, whatever I've stuck on the page, I kind of try to keep the same color scheme going. All right. This page is pretty full. We can use this here to cover the brad, and I'll be wondering why I can't get the brad off. Oh well, it's how it goes. So another Santa Claus for the Santa Claus page. And I could stick a snowman up here and fill this in a little bit more. Oh, Nettie had to go. I missed her. Sorry, Nettie. I'll show you the Christmas card Nettie sent. It came. She beat me getting my cards out. Hers came before mine could get in the mailbox. All right. All right, we need a red and white striped one here to hold Santa in the pocket. Santa, will you behave? Send you to Teresa's house. Let's pop it up a little bit more so you can see the Santa, maybe. I'm trying here. He's not being good. There we go. Now he's peeking out from behind the little black cat. I think Mina sent the little black cat to me. All right, we got lots of room on here. Let's put a teddy bear down here. Vanessa, you've made it to the list. I hope it's a good list. Beth's got you on it. I think the next time I come live, I'm not sure when it'll be, if I get bored or something. I want to talk about us doing some stitching together as far as there's a lady on K3Ns in her group. She does what she calls meditation squares, and they're really pretty. And you could do like 9 or 12 of them and put them in a shadow box, and they would look so cool. Oh, I'm loving having the stickers that I don't have to put the glue on. Oh, this looks good too. Stick that up there. No, I think I like it up there. He'd fit right in with you, the naughty Santa. I would say I'd like to go out to eat tonight, but I don't want to go out to eat tonight because I just don't want to be in all that traffic. And I hope Scott and Greg get home safely. I mean, it's been really bad. I mean, Greg said he nearly got hit 4 times on the way home the other day. I think it's because the university has gotten so big. It takes up most of downtown Columbia. University of South Carolina now does. And it's a dangerous trip home. This is from Denmark. So you know who that came from. That came from Lena, who's at the front of the book. Oh, I think I've gummed up my glue. I should use a glue stick for this instead of this liquid glue, but let's put that there. I could have cut that a little bit more square, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's a gnome. I'm not sure who did that. It's either Kathy or Mary or somebody else that carves stamps. Maybe Barbara Clark? All right, own up to it. Who sent the gnome on an envelope? It looks like it's hand carved. It's cute. It's cute. Don't be afraid to cut your envelopes up. That's free art. Let me see if I can clean some of this glue off the tip. If I had my sticker maker thing full of sticker maker stuff, I could like just make stickers and peel them off. Like that there. I've been horrible at keeping up with chat. I'm sorry. Janet Nash is so good at keeping up with the chat. She really is. Let's see, what else? Oh, we got a lot of place there that needs something. Right. Right. Go. Beth wants to know if you're feeling better, Teresa. And I'm sorry if you've not been feeling good. Ooh. Okay. My glue is starting to get empty. Or it's getting down to where the pressure is releasing enough that it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. I'm not putting a ton of glue on these, and I'm not smoothing it out, and they're just going in here. How about them apples? Next year, I'm thinking when I do my cards or whatever, I might make it just a postcard. The pages are cardstock, and that you just buy by the packet like Joann's. It's just plain cardstock, probably 65 or 80-pound cardstock. And the covers have recycled cardboard in them from the paper pad boxes that we got in from Michael's. So like when the paper that I used came in, it would have like a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardboard in it to keep the paper from shifting around a lot. Got room for one more of these. These all say happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. Yep. And then the greeting, when you send a postcard, the greeting goes to the postal workers too, because they get to see the art as it comes flying by, or when they're sorting the mail. So I'll probably do postcards next year. I did regular cards this year. Again, trying to use the supplies up that I have. So I was just using all kinds of stuff just to get it used up. So I had at one point been a big buyer of the blank cards and envelope sets from Michael's when I worked there, because I used to make envelope journals. Which envelope journals are fun too, but the only problem is you don't know what size card everybody's going to send out. If you knew how big the cards were, you could make a card journal, and then just as the holiday was over, you could take the cards off your banner like I do, or your wall, or however you display your cards each year, pop them in the envelopes. But not everybody does it like that. As you can note, there's all different size cards in here. I feel like this page needs something to cover that up. The only really big thing I have left is that. That's okay. It'll be all right. Oh, now Mina Santa's misbehaving. Oh, that's going to need a paper clip too to keep it in there. Let's put this deer on this page here. And plus postcards, if you make them the 4 by 6 or 3.5 by 5.5, then you can just stick them in pockets in a book. You guys better not be chasing a lizard. You're not allowed to bring them in the house. And that's why we don't have a cat door to the porch. Lizards and those great big palmetto bugs would come in. Ugh. No, thank you. And postcards cost less to mail, too. I wish they'd come out with a Christmas stamp for postcards. I don't think I've ever seen them do a Christmas stamp for postcards. Have y'all? That would be so ideal. That doesn't really go. This comes back over here. I know, I'll stick it on that envelope. That's what I'll do. This is the last thing to go in here. And I can put this one in with the other ones. In the front room. All right. So I'm not going to pull all the cards out, but we'll flip you through here. But again, I'm not going to pull all the cards out. So here's my 2023 book. And I'm just going to flip from page to page. And got the little paper clips out. I think I said something about we need one more paper clip somewhere. I think it was on this one. I've got a great big red paper clip. Maybe we could stick in there so I could hold that in there a little better. Maybe we'll put, so my little nephew's, he's not so little anymore. Then we'll get another red. Well, we don't want to put a ladybug in here. Put a red paper clip on here. Hold them in place. Maybe. What do you think? Think that'll hold it? Kind of. All right. So this came together pretty good. And I can say it's done. I would love to cover that up. So yeah, there we go. I guess I should sign the back of it. All right. So thanks for hanging with me. And I hope you all enjoyed seeing me get this put together finally. And we'll do some things slow stitching maybe next time. All right. And all you'll need is, your regular stitching stuff and maybe a 4 to 5 inch piece of denim or canvas or whatever, base fabric you have. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope everybody has a safe and yummy Thanksgiving. All right. Bye, guys.